Okay, so hey guys and welcome back to another predictions video, and in today's video I'm going to be predicting the Swingler versus Cherdleys card. If you are new around here though and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like this, and let's get straight into it. So, like I do normally with these YouTuber cards, I don't go too in depth of the main card because they haven't really got much of a history to go in depth into, and instead I just talk about who I think is going to win from every single fight on the card. But yeah, so starting off, I'm going to start off with the Taylor versus Raksu fight. I know basically nothing about this fight, but I'm going to go with Raksu to win. I don't really have a reason, I just kind of picked Raksu. Moving on, we've got Halal Ham versus DTG. I've gone with Halal Ham to win. Obviously, he did suffer a defeat on his one and only fight against Salt Pappy, but I believe he was suffering with cancer or something like that at that time. But he's now luckily recovered from that, and now he's back in the ring, and I'm sure he's got a lot more determination to prove that he is a good fighter. And yeah, so I'm going to go with Halal Ham to win. Moving on to the Astrid Wet versus Keeley fight, I'm going to go with Astrid Wet by the only reason the fact that she's had more time to train, because she obviously dropped out the fight against Elle Brook, which was a bit prior in the year. And is now back fighting. Well, is now fighting Keeley, which I mean, apparently she's not really had too much time to train. So I do back Astrid Wet to be able to get the win. I don't know how fun of a fight it's going to be, but I mean, it could be. It could deliver something. Moving on to the Tom Zanetti versus Jaden King fight, another fight which I know very minimal about. I'm gonna go with Jaden King. Why not? I just chose him. I don't really have another reason for him. Moving on to the fight, which is probably arguably going to be the best fight of the night, just because I think it's going to be a fun fight to watch, and that is Slim versus Ryan Taylor. Slim coming off the win against FaZe Temper, and it seems like he just wants to fight Ryan Taylor just because he doesn't really like him, and what happened with him in the TikTok card where they got in a bit of a fight outside of the, like, when they're meant to fight, they got in a street fight, and so he's just kind of wanting to get, like, just because he didn't like him now, and he wants to silence him, and so I'm gonna say Slim to win. I think he is obviously the better boxer, and yeah, I mean, Ryan Taylor, he's got the aggression. As long as he didn't do anything illegal this time, if we're going off actual ability, boxing ability, and even power in a way, I still back Slim. Like, I think he is the better fighter. But I think that will be a fun fight to watch. Moving on to JMX versus Ginty. It's the new fight added to the card only a few days ago, and so I'm gonna go with JMX to win. He did have his fight a while ago now. It's been a while since he last fought, and I believe it was on the KSI versus Joe Weller card, if I'm right. I might be wrong. And Ginty obviously has fought more recently, but I think his fight was a really good win and a really good fight against, I can't remember who it was against, but in his previous one. And Ginty's was quite close, and arguably I say that it should have been a draw, but that's moved on from that now, and I do believe JMX will win. Moving on to the main card, we got Swingler versus Cherdleys. I know very little about Cherdleys' actually boxing ability. I'm not saying that I know loads about Swingler's either, but I know he has had a fight against, I believe, Gibb, and this was a while ago, and he did lose, but since then he's been training and been wanting a fight for a while, and I'm going to back Swingler to get the win. I believe he's got an aggression in him to be able to get a win. I'm not too sure who this Cherdleys guy really is. I probably should have done more research, but it's a YouTube card. You don't need to go too in depth into it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Swingler to win. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you didn't like the video, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.